One of the top 3 questions that people ask me about annuities is, are all annuities safe? The answer is no. Let me give you an example. There are variable annuities that are in the market. Their sub-accounts can be as aggressive as any stock or mutual fund, which means all the risk is on the client. So there is a great deal of risk there where the accounts can go up 20% any one year or down 20% in any one year. On the flip side, a fixed index annuity, you're going to participate in the profits of the market. When we have a profit, you're going to lock that gain in, but there's no opportunity for loss. Every time I have a meeting with a client, they always ask me that this sounds too good to be true, there's got to be a catch. Well, I tell them there is. There's 2 catches to this. Number 1 is cap, and the second one is time. Time in this account, you will have maturity dates on these annuities from 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. The second catch is the cap on how much you're going to make. As an example, we may have a cap of 10%, but if the market goes up 25, you're only going to get 10. Let me demonstrate here on this S&P chart. The S&P is at 1,000 today. You have $100,000 to invest. We're going to link your money to the S&P, not invest in the S&P because we have an opportunity for loss there. Link your money to the S&P. As you'll see, at the end of 1 year, the S&P has gone from 1,000 to 1,100. That's a 10% increase. We're going to add 10% onto your account. The following year, the S&P goes from 1,100 to 1,210, another 10% increase. We add another 10% to your account. I've shared with you that after the market goes up a couple of years, invariably there's only one way it can go, and that's down. So the market drops from 1,210 to 600. What happens to your account? It stays the same. Because I've told you the first 2 years, anytime we have a gain, we lock that gain in, but we don't suffer any market losses. Now the S&P is at 600. We don't have to go back to 1210 to make money. So we relock there. The S&P goes from 600 to 660, another 10% increase. We add another 10% onto your account. Do you think this might be an account that would be appropriate for you? A common question that I get is, what if an insurance company fails or goes bankrupt? And the answer is that when you purchase an annuity, number 1, the insurance company has to put in reserve dollar for dollar the amount of deposits that you set back. Example, if you make a deposit of $100,000 into an annuity, the insurance company must put in reserve $100,000 in the event that you die 3 months later, so that benefit will be able to be paid. Now, worst case scenario, if the company goes belly up, then what happens is the Guarantee Fund in the state of Oklahoma steps in and guarantees your annuity account up to $300,000.